Hey, Jen, thanks for joining us, my friend. I see you there. I think Adriana's supposed to show up sometime too later on. At least she said she was going to, but we'll see. Okay, so there is so much that's gone into this. And look, they keep extending the whole, there she is. I was just talking about you, girl. Adriana's here. Yay.
Hi.
Great.
Sorry I'm late.
Hello, girl. It's okay. That's all right. We were just celebrating Brenda and the fact that she retitled to bronze leader, over $8,000 in sales, her and her team. So congratulations on that. Donna's not with us tonight, but Donna's another leader. She's in my first gen, who, boy, I got to tell you something. She slipped all the way down to, I believe, star promoter, and she titled back up to silver ambassador. So, and this is team re-engagement, so that you know. I mean, it would be real easy to say, well, you know, this person probably just had a large order or whatever. No, 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 no. Believe me, I look at that. And when you first start out, sometimes that's the case. Your numbers are bigger, your team's just starting, so you're holding a big part of it. But in this case, there's no way that Brenda put in an $8,000 order herself, just saying. So her team sincerely, look at her, she's like, no way. They sincerely kicked butt, which is really, really, really good. I also think back, you know, Linda Church not thinking at the end of the year that she was going to hit President's Club. And, you know, boom, she just kept pushing and pushing. And by the way, it's some of the worst times, because like it or not, the end of 2019 was not a good time for getting orders or anything else. They were still trying to bring stuff in and get it right. So we have been through a lot. The struggle is real, but not as real as it was in some case. So I know personally, a lot of people are probably going through a lot of things. Believe me, I feel the pressure myself on a lot of it. I'm just going to tell you, we're going to be all right. And I believe that we are going in a good direction. I think the company is definitely going in a good direction. I know everybody, if you've heard it, you've been in Onward no matter what, and so many other groups where they were hollering about the mission and having a $350 cream. I got news for you. I want somebody to send it to me. I just want to sell somebody that cream. I want so bad just to see the mother load of light come around. It says, I just made $140 on skincare. Can you believe that? In one sale. That's amazing. So I am definitely out there at all times trying to find out who my person's going to be, because before the end of the year, I want at least one person who falls in love with that. So I'm really hoping, I was talking to Michael the other day about whether they're going to bring it out to where we can just get samples for that. Instead of having to take the bundles and getting those there, just hoping that we can. Believe me, they are working on the whole sample thing. And I love the fact that right now people can take advantage of the offers and like get the belief samples. Look, if they don't have what we want for the 350 right now, think of it this way. We need to make sure your girls and your guys are definitely checking the offers when they are putting their orders in, clicking that box that normally is lit up with a 1 or something that's up there. Have them click on it so they can get these samples, because I got to tell you something, it's not shabby at all making a commission off the belief. I have 5 customers now who are loving the belief, and that's turning them from normally wanting something that they wait till it goes on sale for $18 of the new line, and now they're buying the belief and they're like, where has this been all my life? They never saw it in Ulta. They never knew Ulta had it. And I read somewhere today, somebody told me that they were so glad that they saw it in our brochures, because a lot of times you go into Ulta to try to get it and it's not even available. That made me very happy. I thought, well, right now you got to go curbside anyway, so what difference does it matter? You got to pick it up. Can't even go into the store right now down where I'm at. So this has all been good. Now, some of you are on here. Is there anybody with us who does not have at least one person underneath them that you haven't started your team yet? Anybody? Raising the hand. Everybody just raise your hand. I don't have a team member. It's okay because I wanted you here. I wish more people had got on for the whole team member thing. And if there you go. Okay, Jillian, your day's coming, girl. It's okay. Your day's coming. So you know it's coming. Now is a really good time for that. Let me share something here. I know if you're signed up for the, oh, hold on one second. We're not going to share this. Where is the picture we're going to share? Hold on, guys. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Here it is. Boom. Dun, dun, dun. Guys, why is that not popping up? Bum, bum. There it is. Are we going to share that? I think we're going to share this. Can y'all see that? Hopefully.
Yes.
See that? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. So, you know, I wake up to this text this morning, which I think is absolutely amazing. And it says, Avon, huge news. $0 rep sign up is extended for the summer. And I thought, okay, well, that's great. They must have really had a lot of people sign up. And according to what Steve Paulson and everybody has been saying, the CEO of the company and Michael and everybody else, boy, we've had a lot of people sign up. Now, is everybody, you know, sometimes we have people who sign up and they sign up because it's zero cost to get in, but then they don't do anything, right? And I kind of felt like, what do we have to offer them for them to do this? And I think because we've kind of all been screaming the same thing, that my whole deal has been, you don't get any business tools or anything if you sign up for nothing, but if you sign up and you pay the $30, you get $107 in products and business tools. And that is still true. They can get that. But this right here, this is huge. Not only are they extending the $0 sign up for new representatives for the summer, but starting in C13, and keep in mind we are in 12 now, starting in C13, new reps get a complimentary gift set, a full-size surprise, and $10 credit when they place their first $60 plus Avon Now order, which means, okay, listen, this is what you need to know. This is not them getting e-store sales. This is when they place, it has to be on their personal back office. They've got to place a $60 or more Avon Now order. Spread the word and get recruiting. And as you see that little gift bundle there? That's the complimentary gift set they're going to be getting. They're getting the small toothpaste, as you can see. I didn't even know they had the black one. Wait a minute, guys, y'all are talking here, and I don't know what you're saying. Wait a minute. Jen said, "Oh, Jen, you're going to get somebody. Don't worry about that." And I think what's really good. Oh, I have to get the code, but Brenda, I will put it back. Brenda says, remind us how to sign up for text. You have to have a code. I will get that code. I have it in my phone, and I will put it in the group. And again, if you are not in Team Onward, you're not going to get this stuff that I share in there. Let me say that. I get that you may not be a Facebook person. I get that you don't want the drama. You don't got to come into anything else except Team Onward. That's all. You didn't got to go into Onward no matter what. Who cares? If you want to, you can. But the team page is where the leaders are all sharing what they're doing. This is where everything that I break it down and the beauty buzz, and I put it in the group for you. I put in flyers and things like that you guys can use. Brenda is very good at sharing the live streams and that are coming from the Avon USA page. This is the place where if there's any information you need, that's what it is. Because guys, I cannot text out the code to everybody. I could send it through the email, but a lot of people don't even look at the email. And Avon doesn't send a whole lot out, but they send things like reminders. Like if they're going to have a live stream and it's getting ready to start, hey, remember in 30 minutes, this is this live stream about this. And then this right here, huge news. This is the stuff that comes by text. And I really love it because I get so many emails a day that the last thing I want to do is go through all my emails. But if it's a text, I'm going to be looking at it unless I'm in the middle of working. So I think this is really a good thing. And Brenda, if you can shoot me a text to remind me to put that in the group for people signing up, I would really, really, really appreciate that, because I won't remember it. My brain is like not good. So here we are through the end of summer. Now, a lot of people say, but I've been posting this the whole time, that you can sign up for nothing, that, you know, you can just become a representative. Some things have not changed. If you've got people who don't want to work, they just want to sign up because they're hoping to get something for nothing, you know, there's still those people out there. They haven't gone away just because we have a pandemic. Just so you know, they're there. There are many people who've signed up with me for the last 16 years that they still haven't done anything. They have come back and re-signed up again 5 years ago and still not done nothing the second time. And then they come back a third time and they're like, Molly, I'm back. This is the time. And then they come back and I'm like, it's 6 campaigns in and I'm still waiting for them to put it in order. I'm like, you know, they just like to say that they're an Avon rep, and I'm not judging it. It's okay. If that's what you want to do, that's okay, but you're going to get those people. But what you got to remember is all these things are all stepping stones to what it is to be a leader in any company, not just Avon, any company. I always tell people, if you've got somebody who says to you, girl, I'm going to set the world on fire. I'm shooting for an $800 first order, and then I'm going to move on from there. It's going to be $1,600 the second order. I'm like this. Jesus going to get you for lying, because you know as well as I do, you got 5 days left in the campaign, and you know that is not happening. Why you got to lie like that? Don't lie like that. But you know what? I hope somebody's going to prove me wrong one day, and I'm going to go, oh my gosh, they had like an $837 order. That would be awesome. Sometimes what I love, and look, I have seen $837 orders. I have seen $1,100 first orders, but it's never the people who are telling me they're going to do it. They just get out there and they do the work. They ain't got time to tell me, because they're just out there building their orders. There is so much to offer a new person. I love this whole thing in 13. Now I don't know. Now think about this. And if any of you leaders have heard anything else in any of the other groups, because I have been busy all day, I've not been on the groups. I believe that this campaign 13 thing is just campaign 13 as far as the first order. I don't know. I put that out to Michael earlier to say, is this ongoing, like your first order in any like first order ever, or is this just first order in campaign 13? I have not gotten a response back yet for that. Has anybody else heard anything or seen it in the groups? Because y'all are in, nobody's seen. Yeah, okay, all right. I haven't either, so I'm waiting to hear. So right now, since we don't know, we've got to concentrate on campaign 13. This is what's great. Campaign 13 does not officially start until May 27th, okay? So that's after the holiday, or no, is that after the holiday for, yeah, it's after the holiday. Doesn't start till May 27th. It also does not end until June the 9th. Yeah, Brenda, if I get an answer on that, I will definitely put it out there to you guys in the group for sure. I just don't know, because it seems to me it's just 13 right now. And look what they've done with the signups. That just keeps on going. You know what I'm saying? They have just kept that because of the response. This could be something they keep on doing. It also could be something that, according to what kind of a supply do they have with the stuff that they're giving people. They obviously don't want to promise that and not run out. And the reason I say I think it's just 13 is because, you know, that $10 credit they're giving them, they have to use that by the 28th. They have to use that by the 28th, the $10 credit. So I'm immediately thinking, well, if that's true, they would have to extend that every month. So let's concentrate on 13 for this. And this is a really good thing for some of you leaders who have people who have not placed their first order, because it doesn't matter if they signed up in 6 and they're still with us. If they haven't placed a first order, you can get them to place that first order. This may be the time for you to work up the email, work up the text, work up the Shuffle app, whatever it is that you can do to get this information to say, hey, I know you haven't started yet, or I know you were thinking, or maybe you haven't even signed up yet, but it still costs $0 to sign up. But you know, if you come in and you put in a first order in campaign 13, which we're in 12 now, so you've got time, you can send people to your e-store, you can take orders. I mean, look, putting in a $60 order at youravon.com is not hard, because think about it. If they pick $60 worth of items that they want, it's not going to cost them $60. They could get brochures, their business tools, they could get their essentials that they want, and that $60 would add up very quickly. But to think that, you know what, they could get this and plus have a few people order and they could make some money like that. This is a time to get people engaged. And look, there's a lot of people collecting unemployment. And I don't know about y'all, but unemployment is not that much. I hear the whiners out there, and I shouldn't even say that. I'm going to take that back. It's not whining, it's fear. It's fear, and I get it, because you're not making nearly what you were making. You had no control over not having those hours in your job anymore. We have a lot of people like that out there who could really use some sort of side hustle, that although things are trying to open up in a lot of states right now, who couldn't use the fact that if a couple of people go on and place a $60 or $70 order, or 4 people place a $30 or $40 order, and they by some chance can make an extra $50 or $60, who wouldn't like that deposited in their account right now? I know I would, for sure. So I think that now is the time too, that if y'all have social media, you have people in your family, your friends who are saying, my gosh, I just need to make a little bit of extra money. I know there's a whole lot, even for me with Instacarting and Uber right now. Well, Uber is dead. There is no Uber where I'm at right now, because people still aren't working in North Carolina. Nobody's going anywhere. The airport is dead. We normally do 1,800 airplanes come in every day to Charlotte. We are like right above 300. So you can imagine what that is doing just for the business community down here. And then Instacarting, you know, that's good, but the point is there's something going on big with that, and there's this and that, and it's not running like it was, and there's so many people now. There are all these people. So I have now in these groups, when I see people who are saying Instacarting's not bringing in what it used to be, gosh, I need another side hustle, or I need another side gig, or I need something I can do because I'm home with my kids and I've got to homeschool them right now, or I have my grandkids with me all day because the parents have to work and this and that. You guys have got to really open up your radar. You got to open up the ears. And you know what else you got to do? You got to do it scared. You got to quit worrying about the fact that somebody's going to tell you no, they're not interested. You got to stop worrying about somebody who says, I don't even get that you're doing that. The point is, we are very good about prejudging people and their situation, or if they said no before, thinking that they will definitely say no again. I was a 15-year knower, okay? Okay, confession time. The other upline that you all get emails from, Marianne Penn, some of you may not. She was my Avon representative for 15 years. For 15 years, when I was married to my first husband, she dropped the books off. She put recruiting flyers in. If we happened to talk at the door, she'd go, oh my gosh, girl, you'd be so good at this. And I'm like, yeah, well, I know. It's just not anything I need. Because life was good, guys. I didn't need it. I couldn't even imagine needing it. I just loved Avon. It didn't matter. And she kept putting those recruiting flyers in. And she would have these little like, oh, I have so much fun with what I do. Or, oh, I just got back from Hawaii. And I think, wow, man, who knew that Avon reps could go to Hawaii? Really? So I would hear this. 15 years later, my life changed. I was going through a bad divorce. I had to leave my home in the middle of the night. I was already working a full-time job. I had 2 boys. I lost my home. I was getting ready to lose my vehicle because the payments weren't getting made. And I asked Marianne if she'd bring me an Avon book, and I said, I need to be honest. I don't have any money right now. My life sucks. but I miss looking at the Avon books because they just make me happy. And she said, no problem. I'll have one to you at your new place tomorrow. And she did. She had that recruiting flyer in it. And my life was at the very lowest that I felt like it could ever be. And when I looked at it, I remember reading it a second time, and it was $20 to join. So I knew if I did this, I was going to have to borrow the $20 because I didn't have it. And I thought, man, you know, so I called her and said, look, I don't even know what this is about, but I need to ask you, do I have to buy stock? Do I have to do this? Because all I was thinking about was what I had heard about Mary Kay reps, that you've got to buy so much you can't, but you got to do this and you got to do this. And I said, because I don't have that money. And giving you $20 is like giving you $2,000 to me. And she says, no. You don't have to do that. She says, you only sell, you only buy what people buy from you. And I thought, okay, well, I got family and friends, they'll do it. So my life changed, and although the rest of it's a whole nother story, 15 years, she never gave up on this chick right here. If you ask her today, that did she think in the 15 years that I was her customer, that I would ever be her top leader in her team, a $3 million team, and have a team like this of leaders? She will tell you, no, I just thought maybe you could be good at it because you kind of like people and you was a nice person, and I thought and you needed money. I said, no, tell the truth. I was broke. I was broken. That's what brought me to Avon. I was broke. I always tell people who don't want to give this a shot, you're just not broke enough, because I know what drove me, and I was broke enough. Little did I know that I liked helping people too, but that's another part of the story. I have had many people like myself who probably still, I've had many people who've told me no and have come back after they've received the book. We've talked at an event, we've talked at a fair, we've done this, we've done that. I always talk about Linda Staggers, who is one of my top leaders on my team too. And when Linda came to me, she came to me for one reason. She could not find a representative who would buy her Skin So Soft, and she was new to the area. And we sat down and we talked, and she signed up. And again, if I were to look at Linda Staggers then and say, isn't Linda ever going to be my top leader? I'd go, no, I just figured she's going to buy a whole lot of Skin So Soft, and I was okay with that. That was fine. You don't know. Julie Paulson, I knew as a DSM. We had a relationship, right? But I never looked at her as being a rep. And when her life changed and the way Avon Corporate did things changed, and she decided to leave that position, she came to me and she joined my team. Do you think I ever thought that was going to happen? Brenda Lloyd found me on YouTube, was watching videos about, look at Kim. Kim says the same thing. Found me, and Brenda said, Molly, all I know is it put chills down my neck, and not many things do that, but she said, I just kept praying to God and saying, I need you to show me where to go. There's all these companies, there's all these people, there's this, there's that. And she said, I watched your video and I knew you were the one. And I said, if that ain't a calling, I don't know what is right there. That's like a calling and a half. I have people all the time who just, they pick up my book. You know how many people join my team because they picked my book up out of their driveway and they had a need? That when I left it at the grocery store, they had a need, and I had a flyer in there that said, join my team. We have a call. Come on. These are things. Look, guys, I'm not alone in this. I am no superwoman in this. I was just really broke, and I needed to make money, okay? And I realized through this company that I wasn't the only person who had struggles. And even though our struggles were not always the same, it's okay. Look, Amy says, I joined for the discount. I got to tell you something. Every time I look at Amy Lambright's order, she's one of the, she's all, okay, look, no lie, here I am. I got all the Campaign 11 reports that Lee just did for me. On my $400 club, he does a thing for me that's $400 club, because I know that in order to be PC and above, you need a $400 order every campaign. Here she is. number 2 on the list behind Becky Kane with a $1,589 order in campaign 11. I don't think she saw that coming. She just wanted the discount. And she's figured out a way how to show people other things. Who else is on the list? Julie Paulson's number 3 on that list, $1,496. And by the way, if you haven't been following her with what she's doing on fundraisers, then you ain't following the right people. Let me be honest.
It's fun.
It's fun. And Janae's story goes way back. If you see her little girls, I was there from the beginning, okay? Was there from the beginning. She came into a McDonald's and sat down at a table with her little teeny newborn baby that I adopted as my grandbaby right away. Whether she stayed or not, the granddaughter was staying. It was that simple. And she came and she joined. And look,
To this day.
there you go. Seriously, I mean, now she's like, take her. Janae is somebody who, by the way, you want to talk about the struggle is real with a young person on my team. She was like taking the little sister under my wing and watching her and having to watch her through those hard pains of life. I wasn't sure what she was going to do. All I knew is she liked people and she loved to talk to people, and her sales started growing. But let me tell you something. Everybody looks at Janae and looks at her Instagram and looks at her Facebook. And no, I have not talked to her about sharing this, but I have shared it before and she didn't tell me shut my mouth, so I'm going to share it again. But Janae is one of those people to look at her now. She looks like she was always meant for this business. She looks like she's had her stuff together all the time, that she's taken it, that she's driving. She's one of the most inspirational, motivational, putting it out there people that I know. No. Girlfriend has not always been that person. Girlfriend, matter of fact, at one time lost her account. She lost her drive, lost everything, and she left. And I said, I can't believe this happened. I was so angry with her because she'd been with me so long. And I said, what has she just given up? Do you know what she did? She got her stuff together.
I'm on a meeting. What's up?
And she came back. And I don't know what happened. And look, I'm not telling you she hasn't had bumps in the road since then, because she has. But what I'm going to tell you is she has come back and she has decided who she wants to be. But you want to know what wouldn't have happened? She would not have gotten there had these things not happened to her. Because if you don't go through these times, Alex is another one. Do you know Alex wasn't on my team before? I got people who have been on my, who have not been, who've come from other places in Avon, who've left 2 or 3 years and they've gone and they followed me for years. Maybe their upline isn't with them anymore. Doesn't matter what the reason was, but they come back and they say, all I know is I want to do something this time and I want to do it with you and your team. Now, she's another one that I keep watching her and telling hubby, this girl is someone to watch. You watch her. We're going to watch her go through some bumps and we're going to watch her fall down. But you know the difference? I'm going to watch Alex get back up and she's going to be stronger every single time. I remember Tina Lewis didn't even know who I was. Like, this girl sending me these invites and all. And she checks with her upline, goes, you know, I don't know. Am I supposed to be going to her stuff and listening? Because I really don't even know who she is. And they say, oh, yeah. She's kind of like, you know, mama, grandmama, great-grandmama, you know, she's on there. You can do that. And once she realized that was okay, she hasn't missed anything. And I am watching her going, this is freaking amazing. Lupe, you're another one. Let's talk about Lupe. Lupe is somebody who she came in, boy, and she was a firecracker from the beginning. Firecracker. And I said, Janae, where'd you find her? I want to know, because to be real honest, Janae, I want to go where you went. And I want to find more like her, and I'm going to beat you to it, girl. That's what I'm going to do. And, you know, she was great, and then something happened. You know what happened? Life happened. life happened. And there is no greater thing for a man or woman, but I feel especially for women, that when life happens, sometimes you got to step away. Sometimes you got to step back. Sometimes you got to take care of what you got to take care of, because that's why we do Avon, because you got to step back sometimes. All of a sudden, Janae, she texts me and she goes, I know you ain't going to believe this, but Lupe is back in the saddle. Is she coming on strong? And I was like, what? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm just telling you, she is ready and she's going to do this. And I said, okay. And Janae knows me. I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but now we got to watch it. We got to see what happens. I am watching people earn these freaking like fast, we don't even call them fast starts now, but in the story is they are most definitely these bonuses that they're getting and the extra money back that they're getting, and I'm like losing my mind 110%. Adriana's another one. She's on here, so I'm gonna pick on her. She comes on, she knows what she wants, she just can't seem to get it together. She knows where she wants to go. She knows what she wants to do in this business. But she has so much coming at her from so many different, like, girl was trying to do school, and she's trying to take care of family, and she's trying to take care of her man, and she's trying to keep her mind, but she's trying to do it all. And it just wasn't coming together for her, but you could just see, Brenda and I would go, man, she wants this so bad. And I said, but Brenda, one day she's going to want it so bad that she's going to figure out how to take all those pieces and they're going to fit right in the puzzle. And when she does, she's going to see something out of herself she ain't never seen before. So here we were waiting for it to happen, still supporting her no matter what. And all of a sudden, in the middle of a pandemic, here she comes. I was with y'all in pandemic. You make me wishing pandemics on everything. Thank you very much. Y'all come and here we are. Here we are. Annetta, I can talk to you about Annetta. Look, you know how long and then how long have you been on my team? 10 years, at least, probably, at least. And 12, look at that, 12 years. Now look, I will watch her. She will go back into the background. Do you know what I know? Life is happening. I know what's going on. And all of a sudden, here she comes. She comes back out, and all of a sudden, she's like, boy, she is synced in again. She's taken her plug, and she's found it, and she's plugged it into the Avon wall. And boom, she's like, look, I know where I belong. I know where I want to be. Everybody has a story. See, y'all think it's just me and my story. No, it's not. You all are the stories that make us a tribe. Here's the real deal. We're not the only ones. There are more people out there waiting to be found. Linda Church thought she would never find her first recruit. She would be like, Molly, I'm working on it. I'm sharing with everybody, Molly. I'm sharing with everybody. I just can't get, I'm like, I keep telling her, look, it's going to happen. You just got to keep sharing. Just got to keep sharing. It might happen with somebody you shared it before. It may not. You just got to keep it. Sooner or later, you're going to pique somebody's attention. And I had a feeling that maybe when she hit that President's Club or something, and, you know, people were like, oh my God, $10,000? So $10,000? I mean, to me, that's a whole lot of selling of Avon right there. And I thought, she's going to get it. It may not happen right away, but she'll get it. This is months, guys. Months. And all of a sudden, she's like, gotta hit. Somebody went to my site. I think they're interested. I'm not sure if they're interested, but I think they're interested. What do I do? And we're walking through it, walk through them. Just put it out there. You know what? If they're not quite ready yet, that's okay. You don't want to scare them off. Just put it out there and exactly what it is, and then let the next move be theirs. Didn't happen right away, but it happened. And she got her first recruit. And when I think about people coming on, Jen on here, and she said, I don't have a recruit yet. But you know what I see? Jen is on a leader call, and she's not even a leader because she wants to be part of this group. She wants something more. She's also somebody who she loves people. I can tell you that because she picks on me endlessly, and she never even met me in person, and she picks on me endlessly. And And she loves people, and she loves Avon, and she loves her upline, Kim. She loves her. And you know, Kim has another one who, look, she's first responder. And right now she's got her hands full, definitely. But I feel like she's always had her hands full. It's not like she didn't have any of those crazies in California before the pandemic. Now she just got even more of them. That's what happens. But Kim wanted people to join her team so badly. Molly, I'm doing this. Molly, I know you told me I did this. Molly, I know you told me. Molly, I did that, Molly. I can remember. I have done that. Mom, I'm doing this. I know. You just got to keep doing it, Kim. You just got to keep doing it. I'm telling you, the more you put this out, the more you get over the fear, the more you forget about who cares if somebody says no. It's not a rejection. It's not personal. It's just no. That's all. Maybe it's not right now. It could be a no, but if it's a no, maybe you don't need that person on your team. And then all of a sudden, Jen comes in. And those two have been the biggest good thorn in my side since it all began, okay? Since it all began, I can say that. And I love it when they're both on a Zoom together. I love it. I love it because they bring smiles to the group. And Jen is another one who, man, gosh, I look at her orders and she's never happy with what she just does. I love that because she always wants to do more. But I'm looking at her right now in campaign 11, length of association was 7. And guess who hit her pathway to premier gold? Jen did. Yes, she did with a $223 order.
Woohoo!
Yes,
Way to
she
go,
did.
Jennifer!
Yes, she did. You know, she's not on here, but Zelma, Janae Zelma, another one, you know, LOA 7. Guess who hit? And by the way, Zelma holds the top spot on Marianne's team of, okay, so we have like 900 and something on our team, right? Marianne got like 2,500, 3,000 on her team, okay, including all of us, right? Zelma holds the top spot for the pathway to premier bonuses and meeting those. And I looked at the name again. Janae, I said, oh my God, I think she's on our team. I know she's on our team. That's our Zelma. Isn't that our Zelma? And Lee said, it's our Zelma. And I'm like, yes, of course it is. Of course it is ours. So I have to say, gosh, but then look, it goes a step further because my girl Alex, LOA 7, she was the top of the list. She was number 1 for LOA 7 with a $387 order in campaign 11, hitting her Avon goals that they set in front of her. I mean, and here she is like, I want to build a team. I'm here because I want to be on this. I want to know what people are doing because I want to do this. Everybody's got their own journey here. A lot of you, I know all this because you've shared it with me, or you've shared it with your leaders, or you've shared it on the Zooms. And I got to tell you, so I'm not doing it now because I'm saving it until June. But let me show you what I got here. Oh my gosh, I'm just not even going to do it. I'm not going to read them now. But that homework I gave you all in May, all of this here about sending me something good, I can't wait to share this in the June sales meeting. Some of them are 3 sentences long, but you can read right through those sentences. Some of them are a paragraph or 2. Some of them are about life. And I am going to dedicate the something good in June to everybody who did this homework. And I can tell you something, this was a good homework month. I had more people do homework on that month. I think it's because y'all have more time on your head. See, pandemic. Can I say it again? Pandemic. There's something about pandemic. This was just, it's amazing. I read them, I cry, I snot, I gotta go put my eyeliner back on. It's all that kind of stuff. Because I said, it doesn't have to be about Avon. I don't want you to try to impress me with Avon. I want to know what's good in your life. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know, what do you find joy in right now at this moment. And boy, did I get blown away, as usual, because that's what my team does. They blow me away consistently. So when I'm looking at all this, And then let me see if this last report is here. Hold on. I don't know if I know we put that in here. Hold on. I didn't pull this one and I should have.
Hey, Molly,
Yes.
while you're looking for that, I was looking at my leadership earnings today.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't understand what in the world I'm looking at.
Are you looking for, you realize that whatever earnings you saw in this campaign are actually for next campaign. Did you know that part?
No.
Okay. In campaign 11, we got paid for campaign 10, what people did in 10. Okay. Campaign 12, you're getting paid for what people did in 11. Always been that way, but if you're new to leader, I have people who are like, I know I have people who sold, they paid. I didn't see anything. You won't see it until this campaign closes out and the next one comes. Okay. So
I don't even know how to read the charts and stuff that they're trying.
You need to be like me. I don't read all those charts. You know what I read? What's the bottom line? Did I make $6.37 or did I make $46.37? I want to know what I made. That's what I want to know.
My bank account says I made $18 and change the first
And
check
I
got.
think
I'm just
that
like,
is wonderful that you did that. I think that is great. And that is what it's about. Because you know, my first check was $2.37. Shut your mouth. Don't you judge me. $2.37. That was, I couldn't buy a loaf of bread back then, but you know, it was okay. It was a matter of fact, they didn't even give me the money because you had to have like $10 or something. So they just held it until it was $10. But I know this, I used to have 4 jobs, 3 jobs, whatever it was, and still not make my bills. And I know now that Avon is still the head breadwinner in my family. And I never in a million years thought it could be that way. I never thought that I could sell $20,000, $30,000 worth of Avon personally. But here's the key. I never thought I'd have a team who did almost $50,000 in 2 weeks. That is what you and your teams have done. Our team as a whole did $46,900 in the middle of a pandemic. We weren't doing that much before the pandemic. I remember complaining to Julie like 4 months ago, Julie, you know, I'm not even hitting 30. I don't know what, you know, we've got to figure out what we're going to do. And we're like, oh, we just need to have a pandemic because we have a pandemic. And then, you know, LG does wonderful. And here we are, almost $50,000. I'm just so excited. Come on, pandemic. Although I'm ready to get out and hug some people. Lee is getting so tired of me hugging him. Can I just say that? He's like, I always wanted to be your first, but damn girl, you need to hug somebody else because all you could do is hug me. So if I see any of y'all, you're in trouble because I just need to hug some different people. I'm a hugger and I admit it, and don't judge me, but it's good. So this is what I want to know from you. Here we are. We're coming to almost an hour. But what I want to know from you is thinking that especially this deal right now is just for 13, okay? Just for 13. Because I don't know any better, and because of that date, I still think this is just now this could be, well, how well does this go? And look what they've done with they could just extend it and say, you know, well, they've got to do it within 30 days. Every time they do this, it's got to be within 30 days or whatever. I don't know how they're going to do it or what they're going to do. All I know is what they've given us right now. So what are we going to do to make the most out of this so that you can bring people? You've got the picture. The picture is in the group. Rebecca Furbush, matter of fact, put that in there because the picture didn't come over mine. I was so agitated. It didn't come over mine. I just got the words. But you know what they're getting. You have that to promote. We know what they have to do exactly in order to get the $10 credit, in order to get the goodies. They don't even have to have the $30 to sign up. I think it's great if they do because then they're getting all the tools and everything. But what is it? What is it? What are some of you going to do with this? Leaders, feel free to just step in. You are leaders. And if you're not a leader, you feel free to step in too and say, I know who I'm going with. Brenda said, I posted in my group page profile, story, and Instagram immediately. And we'll be sending to each my text and snail mail to my leads. Okay, so think about this. People that maybe you had that were interested before, you know, Brenda and a lot of the leaders on here. Any leads they have, which could be anybody, somebody who was interested before, she says, I've already started reaching out, but the first thing I did was put this on social media. Everywhere I had an account, I put it on social media because I want people to know that this is a time sensitive, and I don't care if they do extend it. You want people to join, treat it as a time sensitive thing, because right now it is. Who else has got something for me? Julie, how about you? What are you doing with this?
Sorry, I can't type. The phone
That's okay.
is way over there. All right, I'm gonna put it out in the Shuffle app, and I'm gonna text it out to everybody. And I love that app because I see them open it, and I see them open it
Isn't it wonderful?
later. It's like ding. It's like, oh,
Yep.
you know, Luann just opened it again.
Nothing
I
like
love that app. And
it is.
You can play so much with it, and oh, it's like art, and it's you can make it very simple and clear. I just love that app. So
Shuffle app, guys, is it's a tool. It's $10 a month, and you get 10 cards. It's like a virtual business card.
yeah.
Now I have one that's just for me, like a business card for me. I also have one that when you join my team, it comes as a text, and it will introduce you to the groups and welcome to our team, so you feel like you're not in it alone. I have one that campaign that I send. I change it every campaign, and I pick out what I feel is that I want my customers to see, and I text it to all my people. And the really great thing is once you text them once, all you have to do is say, do you want me to send this updated shuffle card to everyone you've sent it to before? I sure do. And automatically they'll get the update on it, which is good. Again, an investment. Julie has really taken off on this, and Brenda Lloyd is another one who took this too. I've offered this many times to our team and to other reps who are out there. I love it because I use it. Look, even my other businesses that I have, I use this too because it's all according to what people are interested in. But I love it because in this day and age where people just don't have the pad of paper that you used to, but somebody can say, well, Molly, how do I get a hold of you? And I can say, well, here, if you'll just enter your name and your phone number right here, then what I'll do is I'll send you the link to my book, to my brochure, and they can start looking right then. But Julie has done a lot with it recruiting wise though. I love this. So Julie, tell us some more about what you're doing with it.
Well, I was going to mention too, it is an investment. It's $10 a month, which is true. Now, if you are just starting out and you're recruiting people, I'm trying to think backwards. I'm not quite sure that would be the best of investment. The reason it's a really good investment for me is my leads are people from all over the country. I do not know who they are. And I'm not saying that's my only leads, but the reason this app is good for leads, once you start getting leads like that, through Facebook or through Instagram or through anything, I put my picture in there right off, Avon, Julie, and they, when they open something and they see a picture of who you are, they're more apt to read it and be interested. So
I love that. I
think that is really important consideration for this,
Right. And it may be something that you guys want to say, we can do something on that. And the people who are using it, Brenda, Julie, I don't know who else on the team is using it. We can do a Zoom on it and show you guys exactly what it does or doesn't. I can also turn you on to some videos. Scola and Lisa Wilbur have been doing Zoom Shuffle video showing what it can do. Julie is absolutely right. If the only people you're touching right now are people that that you talk to all the time, whatever it may be, it may not be what you want at this time. See, for me, because I have a customer base, I use it as a reminder to tell my people, hey, it's time to order. It's 4 days before my campaign ends, and I want to remind you, go find that book that I sent you through campaign mailer, because now's the time to get it. And for people who are normally at their desk or at their office or their work or whatever it may be, the first thing they go through is not their emails. They go through their texts. It's a known thing. So even if they're at work or they're with their kids, they're going to go back. Oh, what did Molly send me? My customers call it my card. I got your card. A lady asked me the other day, tell me about the mission. Tell me about that mission, because I put it on there as one of the products. And my hip on that was, if you don't want to love this, don't try it. That was my hip on that, because I said, if you use this mission, you will fall in love with it. Oh my gosh. Brenda says she calls it her digital newsletter. Absolutely. You guys may want to show the differences. You don't got to do it tonight, guys, but Brenda and Julie, maybe share what you do on that shuffle. I'll do the same thing, so that they can see the different things it does, whether it's, I have one that's for happy birthday. I have one that's for happy anniversary. I can use 10 cards. I use it all different ways. Janae uses it too. Janae, I didn't know that you were still using it, because obviously you ain't sending it to me, girl. But Janae too. So Janae can also put hers up there so that you can see what it does. Okay.
I actually used to use it and decided that right now in my business, I'm not big enough to need it.
There you go. There you go.
But I have, so I don't remember exactly how to get it. I would have to go look up Miss Carla Lytle's video.
Uh-huh.
There's one free card. That might have been a promotion. I'm not sure. But
I'm not sure if they still have that or not, but they did used to, Adriana. Yes, they did.
And that's what I use for my Instagram link, because you can only have one website.
Yeah.
So I use that, and that links everybody to every social media I have.
Yep.
And the YouTube videos that I like that Avon's doing. And sorry, my kids are fighting in the background.
Okay. That's all right. That's all right.
Like, and it helps everybody kind of get all of my links, and I still get a notification someone viewed, and I think it's called What I Do.
Right. See? And isn't that great to know somebody's still interested and looking, like Julie said? It really, really is good.
As far as the recruiting thing, I don't remember well, I'm sure you remember the 6 reasons to join your Avon team.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah.
I still use those, but I actually took the price off because it keeps changing so much.
Smart.
And because at first the free signing was only supposed to be for like 3 campaigns or something, and it's now going on almost 3 or 4 months of it.
Right. Right.
So I just took the price off and figured if they're interested, they'll call me and ask, or look it up, and because all of my information's there.
It's a great helpful hint, Adriana. Yes. And with some of you, look, if you want to know what it looks like, you need to text me. Text me 240-346-9114, and I can send you what it looks like. I'll send you different ones. So you can see what the person sees on their cell number. But you also can put this up, like I want the girls to do in the group too, because you can see that, and you can click on it there too and see exactly what they have to share with you. So it is a great tool if you're like struggling, like, I don't know how to reach all these people. I don't have time to sit here, and text everybody. I don't have time to call every customer. That's what this is about. It's about if you are on a time consumed thing here and you're like, I really want this to work, but I just don't have a lot of time. Once you put the work into the people you put in there, then the great thing is if they've ever gotten that from you, they're going to get it again when you update it. So I love those kind of things. So Julie, thank you for bringing that up. That is perfect.
Sorry. There's one other thing about it. If we connect with each other. Like I'm connected with Molly. I'm connected with Lisa Scola. And then I can go to Molly and Lisa and I can, what's the word? Steal?
Clone. Yes, you can clone them. Yeah.
Clone, not steal, clone.
Hey, it's a nice word, clone. I swear.
I'm more realistic.
So what Julie's saying is if she's got a recruiting thing when we're all connected because it's this affiliate thing, whatever, if you're connected to a person and she's sharing her card out there with people, I can look at Julie's card and go, gosh, that's a great idea. I think I want to use that. I can clone that card with my information without thinking about all of that and using it. And by the way, guys, look what happens. We're all building the tribe together. We're all building the tribe together. We're all, so I love that. I love that too, that if you're connected to that person, you can request, even if you're not, if you didn't join underneath me or Brenda or Julie or whoever, if you're like, oh, this person shuffle, I want to reach out to them and I want to be their shuffle contact, then you can do that, which is really good. So if you're interested in it, don't you love Adriana? Every time she gets on their call, the girl is consistently working her business. She's putting books together. She is just, I love this because what she's doing right there is I remember when I would do stuff with the kids or I'd have to take them and watch them on the football field, I'd be in my car and I'd have a little box with me and I'd be doing them right there, putting the labels on, putting them in the bag. Again, when you broke enough or you know what you want in life, you will make time, those few minutes to work your business and get it done. So Adriana, you are a great example of working your business all the time, girl. Great. I love Janae shows me how
I've actually stamped
always dinner
brochures.
time at Janae's house. I love it. Right, Janae?
What
right?
did you say? I didn't hear
I
you.
said, I love it when you get on my calls. It's always dinner time. So I'm always watching you cook dinner. So I'm always learning something.
Yes.
It's good.
Tonight I'm putting together stuff for Jesse and I's date night. We're going to eat late after the kids go to bed.
Oh, date night, huh?
Yeah. Brown chicken, brown cow.
When you get done.
Look, brown chicken, brown cow. No, actually, so I showed you the charcuterie board, and then I have shrimp linguine and roasted broccoli.
I have tacos. Thank you. Taco Monday. Thank you.
Chocolate covered strawberries for dessert.
Doesn't even sound right. Taco Monday. Doesn't even sound good. Taco Monday. That's what I had. Taco Monday.
Okay, first of all, tacos should be an all day, every day.
Okay, maybe, I guess. Okay, maybe. But I'm just like, Taco Tuesday sounds a whole lot better than I'm always off. Taco Monday. They're
Taco
like, darn, what's wrong with you? Why you say Taco Monday? That's what people say. It's all good. Judging me. That's good. So I'm glad you see, she still take time for her man. Her man let her. See, it's all good. Yes, I love that. Okay, Janae, what else? Oh, hi, handsome. Hey,
video right
good looking man right there. Good looking man right there.
Thank you. Just want to show you.
Hey, there he is. Look at him, Mr. Handsome right there. Yes, always has that beautiful smile.
He's getting the kids laid down, so of course there's chaos.
He's so funny. And this is how we roll. See, don't let me be talking to y'all like on FaceTime and all. I'm friends with your husband, with your Aunt Jess, with your Uncle Bertha. You know, if they're there at the house, I'm going to be friends with them before the end of the day. Just, oh, is that Molly? Let me talk to them. Tim, Julie's Tim. You know, I'm just like, where's that Tim? Hey, Tim. You know,
One of my
You said my name. You said my name. Were you about to ask me something?
I was going to ask if you had anything else to add, being one of the top leaders in the company. What are you doing with this thing now? Because I know you and your team are on a roll. So what are you doing with this new offer? She hadn't thought about it.
I had already actually updated my business card.
Good. I love that.
Sorry. I'd already updated my shuffle card, and like I did the last time when they first initially announced the $0 free sign-up offer, I actually imported all of my leads from Alma and bulk sent everything out like by the hundreds.
Y'all don't have to ask about Alma. It doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
But it's not even worth the discussion.
So the best suggestion that I can make is if you hang on, I'm sorry. Life doesn't stop because you're in a meeting. No, if you have any contacts or any new customers or friends that you know that may be interested or could be potentially interested in the future, like near future, ask them for their email address, even though you're still asking for their phone number and their name clearly, but just ask them for their email address because you want to enter them for a raffle or something. I think I've mentioned this before in previous meetings, but you take down their email address, put it in an Excel Word document or Excel Word document. Long day. Excel, you put it on an Excel spreadsheet, and then that way you can copy the entire column and then paste it into your to box on your email. Send out a bulk email.
Now, if you old school and you ain't done none of that Excel
If
stuff
you're
or
old
whatever,
school,
you just put that information in. Don't be listening. There's just a Miss Know-It-All right here. Listen to her. Oh my God.
Janae, do you want to share any tips?
I
Sure.
love you, Janae, but it's not a night without picking on you. I love you.
I just can't be great. I'm just kidding.
Her and
No,
Lee
I
think
don't
up
know.
really
I
well.
honestly don't really have anything else other than just be consistent. One of the biggest lessons that I have learned and embraced throughout my time with Avon is every day is a box of chocolates. No doesn't always mean never. It just means not right now. And I've seen that hold true. Like you said earlier, I've seen that prove itself so many times throughout my business. I've had people who have never bought from me before recently start placing orders with me and start asking more questions about Avon. I'll help you, Lupe, when we do our team meetings. But it's just gotten to the point to where you accept the fact that every no that you get is getting you that much closer to a yes. So don't fear rejection, hope for it. I actually get excited to hear no's.
Look, no's sting. And by the way, she didn't always feel that way. And
I heard a lot of no's.
So
Molly knows.
and that is why we tell people push past them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you feel like when you're hearing no's all the time, that it must be you, and that maybe you're not cut out for this, or maybe you don't have the right message to give, or you're not using the right words, or that's not it. It's not it. The struggle is real. Brenda, I know you've got to have something to share, my friend. Tell me.
Well, I just want to add in on what you're talking about when you say those things. No, one of the very first things Molly taught me was the no is not to you, so don't take it personal. The no is to the Avon that they think they know. It's really not even the Avon that we have. And so instead of us taking it personal when someone tells us no, I still say, well, do you have someone that you could share this with that it might work for? And a lot of times by the time they pass off a brochure to someone, or they tell someone else about the opportunity, they look at the brochure or the information, so they've even looked at it before it's even went to the other person. The other thing was Molly taught me, first two things she taught me was never prejudge anyone. And I find myself all the time hearing her tell me, don't prejudge that. Don't prejudge her. Don't choose for them if they want everything right now instead of just essentials. Don't choose for them if they can do this just because they have 3 children, they won't have time, because they can juggle time better than we can. So those are my top things that I can just point and say is what Molly gave me.
That Molly girl that she listens to, I'm telling you, every now and then she come around with some good stuff sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes she come out with some good stuff. So if you're not watching her YouTube videos, Adriana says her daughter comes up and says, well, who you watching? You watching that funny lady again on YouTube? And I'm just like, that's me. That would be me. Yes, she's watching me. Hey, the Avon kids love me. There are Avon kids who have grown up with me. Thank you very much. They love me, okay? Even when the adults don't love me, the Avon kids love me, and that's all that counts in my opinion. That's all that counts.
Can I say something really quick?
Go ahead.
So one of the things that I always admire about you, and I'm sure a lot can agree.
Don't make this a Molly show.
No, I'm not trying to make it a Molly show. Can you just let me?
I'm muting myself. I can't. Okay.
Thank you. Jeez, it's just 2 seconds. I'm just messing with you. Hang on, Layla. Hang on. You can tell her in just a minute. One of the things that I always admire about you and your character is how not only how personable you are, but how much attention to detail you pay attention with every person on your team. And it does not matter whether they are G1 or G5. You pay attention and you take the time to give the recognition where recognition is due. And I think that's one of the things that I always hope for, that I'm going to be in a leader continuing on throughout my Avon journey. I pray that I can be half the leader that you are. So I just wanted to tell you that, I'm not trying to make you tear up or do any of that, because I know you're all gushy and but
I need happy coffee now. Now I need to go have some happy coffee. Thanks very much. Okay.
Jesse has something to say too. You said what?
Oh, what, Jesse?
Jesse said, I'm tearing up over here.
Oh my, he is exaggerating and he's being sarcastic. I know him. I know.
He just loves you, okay?
Well, not as much as I love him. Okay, so there. Okay, and y'all be good to my grandkids. That's what I'm gonna say. See, I got new grandkids right there. It's just for new grandkids. Doesn't even matter that maybe I should be a great aunt or uncle. I am grandma or something. My mom.
Layla wanted to tell you something too.
Gosh, she's so cute. And by the way, Amy, the Dr. Seuss thing, girl, I should have thought about that years ago. My kids would have gone off the wall for Dr. Seuss.
Miss Molly.
Hi, baby. I see you. I see you.
I just wanted to tell you that you're a very kind person. You have a very kind heart for other people. And I wanted to say thank you for that.
Your mom wants me to cry, and I'm not going to cry, so thank you, but not nearly as kind and beautiful as you are. So there, look, see, she was like, Janae, how old was she? Was she like a week old? How old was she?
She was 6 weeks old.
6 weeks old, girl, when we met at the McDonald's, okay? 6 weeks old.
Not to mention the fact that when I first attended my first rep fest, Zoe was young too.
Zoe was, I got pictures of Lee holding her. I know. They slept in my room. That's another story, okay?
Yes.
They slept in my room. Thank you very much.
And Layla is now 9 years old, and I actually just celebrated my 9-year anniversary yesterday.
Hey!
Here's the deal here. You want to know the deal is? The kids grew up. I haven't. I can't figure it out. I just don't know how to grow up.
It's because we enjoy life and don't sweat the small stuff. That's all it is.
I know.
Thank you.
This is supposed to be for another meeting, but I have to say this. President's Club and above report, okay? I just have to say this because, again, we have had a really, really, really rough 5 months. And I don't mean just our team. I mean Avon. Every team out there has had it rough, from the top guy in the company to the person who we probably don't even know. The struggle has been real, from us getting the new daddies and getting the new products and then fixing the things that needed to be fixed, and they're still doing that, right? But again, Lee put these reports on my desk today, and Becky Kane, who was Becky on here earlier? I saw a 934 number. I don't know if she was or not, but I don't think she is now. Becky Kane, who is underneath Linda Staggers, year-to-date sales, $13,388. Now, last year at this time, she had done $14,717. We have had a horrible 5 months and a pandemic, and she's $1,000 down from what you should. Are you kidding? I mean, this just goes to show that you can't quit pushing just because bad things happen. Kim Edwards, who Melody I don't think is on here, but Melody Sam, who's directly underneath me, Kim is underneath her. She's already hit premier level, and she has $7,800 in sales. Now listen to this. Do you know what she had last year? $703 in sales. How about that? How about that? Linda Staggers, $6,700 year to date. Prior year to date at this time, $3,800. She has almost doubled. Janae Hensley, last year at this time, girlfriend had done $3,500 in sales. She's at $6,056. She has almost doubled what she did in a pandemic. Amy Lambright, last year at this time, she had done $3,600 in sales. She is at $4,500 right now. Let's go on better. Julie Paulson. Julie Paulson, who's an Honor Society seller, $20,000 or more a year. At this point, she is at $5,974. Now, last year at this time, Julie had done $7,700. But I'm gonna tell you something you don't know. You got no clue about the struggle. And when I say the struggle is real, but I can look and I can see her do $6,000 in sales. Our team gets it done. And there are Avon reps out there every single day getting it done. It's not about beating that last record. It's about the fact that you're still here and you're not giving up or you're back. Whatever that looks like for you, don't you let anybody put you down for where you're at or what you're doing. Because you're here. And you are kicking some serious ass and you are taking names because you're here. And on that note, because y'all made it about me instead of about you, I am going to tell you I love you. I am going to tell you I need you to be 1% better today than you were yesterday. That's all I need. And I'm going to tell you onward, no matter what, because that's what we stand for in this company. And that's what we stand for on Team Onward. And you people right here are the best of the best. Doesn't matter whose sales are bigger. You're here in the middle of a pandemic and we're kicking butt and we're taking names. So I love you for that. Stay strong. Reach out if you need me. If any of you are interested in seeing more about the shuffle thing, if you are, once either Julie or Brenda or Janae or somebody posts a shuffle card, all I need you to do is if you want to see more about that, maybe Julie, if you guys do it and just say, if you'd like to hear more about this, just comment me too on the bottom. And that'll let me know how many are real, just to see it. This isn't about committing to anything, even if it is $10. This is about, do you want to see what this card can do? Because I haven't bought this up in a very long time and it might make life a little bit easier for you guys. So we can do that at a later date. But keep doing what you're doing. Oh, by the way, we are already at $20,000 and we have more than a week to go. You guys and your team. That's who it is. This is not me. I would love to tell you this is all about me. It is not. It's about you guys reaching out and trying to meet your goals and build a business and be the best you can be and letting Avon be a small part of that.
Can I just leave you with a laughing
Okay,
note?
yes, please make me laugh. Thank you.
If you can, try to surprise Molly so much with your sales that she calls you concerned about the factor if your numbers are real or if you're playing the system, okay? I'm just telling you, it is worth it.
Did I call you or did Daddy Lee call you? Did I call you or did Daddy Lee call you? I did not call you.
Daddy Lee, okay, all right,
I believe you can
Daddy Lee,
I believe you can touch
Daddy Lee called me because Mama Molly was concerned.
Just a little bit.
Little bit?
Just a little bit.
Little bit.
I said,
real cute.
Okay, I'm sorry. We don't want to talk about history. I was worried about
We've
you.
already talked about it.
Your bill. Where did all this come from? Where did all this come from all of a sudden? Nobody said she was going to be like, just on her game severely in the middle of a pandemic. Nobody told me that. Okay? Just saying. Okay.
We were joking because it was just like, it's because I'm TikTok famous now.
So funny. You are TikTok famous now. Let me just say that you are. One of these days I might. Okay. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for being on here. Take this thing and roll with it. Get this thing out in your social media. If you have somebody sign up, you do. If not, guess what? Avon's probably going to have something better for us next campaign anyways. So just keep working it. Your people will come. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.